Hey guys, Zach here. I'm going to do a little video today on my titanium Prometheus Lights Alpha pen. A little while ago, one of my first videos of the year, I'd briefly shown this pen, and I said in the video that if anybody wanted to see a video on the pen itself, to go ahead and make a comment. I think I had one or two people say they wanted to see a video on the pen. And since I'm such a small little YouTube channel, I figured, you know, it doesn't take much for me. I'll make a video for one person if they want to see something of mine. So what I've got here is a pen that I originally got off of a Kickstarter project. Let me back up a little bit now. Prometheus writes, or darksucks.com, and I'll put the link down below as always. He's kind of known for his high-end flashlights, his high-end machined flashlights, and they, I think most of them, if not all of them, are rechargeable types. You know, real high lumen, real high fit and finish custom flashlights. Well, he decided a while back to do to come out with his own pen, and since he had to get a lot of new equipment and different stuff to be able to machine these pens, he started a Kickstarter campaign for him. Now these pens were quite a bit cheaper in the original batch that came off of Kickstarter. This one, of course, is titanium. They also came in aluminum, and they were half or maybe a little less than half of what he's selling them for now that he's in full production. Now, this really isn't a tactical pen. I wouldn't call this a tactical pen. I think tactical pen is almost an overused terminology in the industry. With tactical pen basically being one that has a point or a blunt end that you can use as a last-ditch effort to defend yourself. Of course, this has a blunt, rounded end on it on both sides. So, you really could use just about any pen in that instance, just the tip of any pen in that instance to defend yourself if you needed to. This isn't really billed as a tactical pen though. This is a highly machined with high fit and finish titanium pen, or aluminum if you choose to go that route. Now what sets this apart from most other custom pens on the market is that this pen, he says in his Kickstarter video, he wanted to create a pen that used the Mont Blanc cartridge. So if you know anything about pens, which I know a lot of us gear junkies, most of the tactical pens, if not all the tactical pens, use the Fisher Space cartridge, you know, the right upside down space cartridge and so on. Jason, however, wanted to use the Mont Blanc cartridge for people who like to write. The Fisher Space cartridge is okay. It's basically a roller ball type cartridge. It writes just like a normal pen. You know, you can write upside down and stuff like that, but it doesn't have a real fine point, and it doesn't give you that real, you know, that real smooth writing experience, if you will. So what he did was he set out to create this pen that utilized that cartridge, which I think he might be the first kind of in this market to do so. Mont Blanc pens, to give you some background, those suckers can go, there are some cheaper ones out there, but the actual pens you could go in the several hundred to several $1,000s for custom pens. You know, that's a whole nother collector's market for bigwigs and so on who have a lot of expendable income. So what he did was he started his Kickstarter program, and he came up with these pens, and they utilize this Mont Blanc cartridge. And how it works is this pen is basically a three-piece construction. You have your titanium cap with a brass screw that holds the pocket clip in. You've got the titanium body threaded there, threaded also on the end to accept the cap. And finally, you have your titanium tip. Get my camera to focus here. And how these work is, if you have no experience with Mont Blanc cartridges, is the Mont Blanc cartridge itself is threaded, okay? And on all Mont Blanc pens, this cartridge is actually threaded into the tip as such. And it works this way on every Mont Blanc pen I've ever seen or handled in my life. So basically making this a one solid piece from the tip to the cartridge. And then you would go ahead and slide the body on, the body screws down, and of course you have a threaded cap. Really nice little package. Now, these titanium ones I think are over $200 now. The aluminum ones I think are around $150. So yeah, they have gone up quite a bit in price. But again, comparing them to most pens that take these Mont Blanc cartridges, they're still very, very affordable actually. I'll give you some comparison on this pen here. It's about 5 inches long. And I got just a regular, you know, a screw top type pen here to compare to in size, a little bit shorter. And then here's a regular standard junky clicky top pen. So it's going to be a little bit shorter overall than that. A couple of details on this that are really, really, really nice. And again, these are made in-house by hand by Jason, so you can kind of justify the price a little bit here. If you get it, you get it. I think what he found out when he was making these throughout his Kickstarter campaign is that this tooling that he needed for some of these patterns really eats up the bits on his equipment. Just really comfortable. Now I don't have one anymore. I ended up selling it, but I had one of the Hinder titanium pens, the modular ones, and it had a lot of really nice machining and such on it, but it wasn't nearly as comfortable as this pen. Not even nearly. This machining right here gives you a really nice grip at the tip. I could show you. And then in the back, it's really smooth. You get enough grip, but it's smooth so that, you know, for any kind of prolonged writing period, it doesn't tear up your hand. He's got just the right amount of threads to give you just a couple of full turns there to lock the cap down. I haven't had any issues with losing the cap at all. I carry it in my pocket mostly. Nice pocket clip there. Just a really nice overall little package here. But really, going back to, you know, what makes this pen different is that it takes these cartridges. Now, these cartridges aren't cheap, and this pen does not actually come with them. When you buy the pen, if you get the aluminum or the titanium pen, it does not come with any Mont Blanc cartridge. And one way that leaves you open to pick what exact cartridge you want. I have the fine. I have the mystery black, what color and so on you want. Fine cartridges. I like the fine the best. They have a medium and they have all the different tips, just like, you know, just like most pen companies do out there. Now, this pen writes extremely well. Let's see if I got a piece of paper here for you. Let's screw here. It just writes so nicely. It's just so smooth and effortless. It's a lot like the you know, the clicky rolling writers that are out there now. You know, they have really nice writing. Really nice writing. It sounds stupid, but here's a standard roller ball, and you could see that, you know, you got to kind of get the tip warmed up, and it doesn't always, you don't always get that really nice bold smooth writing experience with it. Now, if that's not really a thing for you, if you don't really write too much, if you're just always on your phone, then maybe this pen isn't for you. But as far as a pen that you're going to use to write a lot, or to kind of, you know, if you sign your signature quite a bit and you want to add a little flair to that, this is a great pen. Not too overly fancy like a lot of the Mont Blancs with their different the gold and silver trim and all the different crap you can get there. But just a really nice little pen. That's really basically all. You know, I'm not used to doing pen overviews, but if there's anything about this pen that I haven't covered, feel free to comment, and I will be happy to respond. Oh, the one other thing I will say is, before signing off here, is that these Mont Blanc cartridges are about 13 or 14 bucks for 2 of them. So keep that in mind. You get a 2-pack. Most always, I think they come in a 2-pack. I got these at Staples, I believe, and of course you can get them online, Amazon or any other online retailer. So there you go, guys. Prometheus, the Dark Sucks Alpha Pen. And again, I'll leave his information down below, and you can check it out. And he's got a bunch of cool videos on his machining process and stuff and what it took to make these. Again, if you have any questions, post below, and thanks for watching. As always, talk to you later.